Let's solve some questions. So, the question is, do anode rays originate from anode? Now, in the beginning of the chapter, we started from cathode rays, and we all know that cathode rays starts from cathode. They originate from cathode. Now, we discussed about the anode rays also. Let's discuss it further. So, the solution is, this is the cathode ray tube, right? The voltage applied is 10,000 volt approximately. It is an evacuated tube and the pressure is about 10 to the power minus 4 atmosphere. Now, what we have studied, that some electrons will come out from here and they will compose the cathode rays, right? But in between there are some gaseous particles and these electrons will ionize those gaseous particles. Now, if you remember, in this lecture only we discussed that this is perforated cathode having small holes there inside, and this is anode. So what was observed, that there are some particles, you can see there are some green color particles of the negative charge, they are moving towards anode, right? It means that this is positively charged plate. And there are some positively charged particles, they are moving towards the cathode, which is our negatively charged plate, right? Okay, so how it is happening? It is happening because of the ionization of the gaseous particles. So ionization of the gaseous particles is taking place. For example, if we have oxygen, oxygen will ionize, it will form O2 plus electron, right? So this electron will be a part of cathode rays, or you can say that it will compose the cathode rays, and this O2 plus will compose the anode rays, right? So the answer is, anode rays are not originated from anode, they are formed by ionization of the gases, right? Let's move on to the next question. Now, the question is, what is the value of the specific charge of alpha particles? First, we have to know what is the meaning of the specific charge. Specific charge actually we have studied in this lecture only, and we have to know what is the charge on the alpha particle and what is the mass of the alpha particle. Then we will able to find out the specific charge on the alpha particle, right? So let's move on to the solution. The meaning of specific charge is the charge by mass ratio. So we have to take the total charge and we have to divide by the mass of the particle, right? So this is what we have to find out. Now, alpha particle. Alpha particle is helium-2 plus. Its mass is 4 and atomic number is 2. Now, the total charge on the alpha particle is 2 multiplied by 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb, right? Because we know that the charge of 1 unit is 1.6 into 10 to the minus 19. There is 2 unit charge, means 2 plus charge is there present on the alpha particle. That's why it will be 2 into 1.6 into 10 to the minus 19 coulombs, and it is equal to 3.2 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulombs, right? Now we have to find out the mass. So, number of protons in the alpha particles. Since it is helium and we know that the number of electrons present in the helium is 2, and if it is 2 plus charge means those electrons are removed, and if there is electron, we generally don't consider the mass of the electron because the mass of the electron is very less in comparison to the mass of the proton and the neutron, right? But in this case, electron is not present, it is very good for us. So, number of protons is equal to 2 and number of neutrons, that is equal to 2, right? So, if we find out the mass of the alpha particle, the mass of alpha particle, that will be equal to 2 multiplied by mass of the proton plus 2 multiplied by mass of the neutron. Mp is the mass of the proton and Mn is the mass of neutron. And we know that the mass of the neutron is more than the mass of proton, but there is a slight difference between them. So we can take that they both are same, so it will be equal to 2 into 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 27 kgs, right? Plus again 2 into 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 27 kgs. So this is the total mass, and if we solve it, then we will get minus 27 kgs solving it further, that is equal to 6.68 into 10 to the power minus 27 kgs. So this is the mass of the alpha particle. Now we have to just divide it by the charge, so we will get the specific charge. So the specific charge will be equal to, the total charge is 3.2 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulombs. So it will be 3.2 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulombs. whole divided by, now we have to write the mass also. The mass is 6.68 into 10 to the power minus 27 kgs, right? So when we will further solve it, you will get 4.79 into 10 to the power 7 coulombs per kg. So this is a specific charge of alpha particle, and in some books you will find that the specific charge is given as the specific charge on the alpha particle, which is He 2 plus 4, right, and it is 1 by 2. Now some book says that specific charge is equal to 1 by 2, and some book says that it is 4.79 into 10 to the 7 coulomb per kg. Actually what we have done, we have written the actual values of the charge and the mass over there. Here what is happening, he is considering that the charge is 2 plus units and the mass is 4 units, right? So what is the charge? Charge is plus 2 and the mass is 4. So 2 by 4 is equal to 1 by 2. So you may find in some books that it is written 1 by 2, and if it comes in exam, then you have to find the correct option, right? So you will go for the option and pick the most appropriate option, right? So this is the end of the lecture, and in the next lecture we will discuss about different type of models of atom. Till then, goodbye.